that gets the same access no matter where you're born, no matter where you live. This is the future of the internet. This is on chain.
We're live. Okay, sorry. Greetings, everybody. Welcome once again to another Base Builders Office Hours. And hopefully, my colleague Lloyd will be able to join us today. Speaking of Lloyd, here's Lloyd over here. Okay, Lloyd, how you doing, my guy?
Hey guys, hey good BM. I'm doing good, guys. Busy,
How's
busy.
everything?
Everything is going great. Can't complain.
Nice,
Yeah.
lovely. What you been up to?
Today I've just been, just going through projects. I saw something that Coinbase posted where they wanted projects that have the X402 incorporated in any way that inside your project that you can show off tomorrow. So I just posted that, and yeah, just
Nice.
basically going through projects and yeah, updating what I need to.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, how's been your day
Right.
and
Uh,
your week
my
so far?
day's been my day's been okay. Just carrying on, pushing all my apps. Been
Yeah.
checking out also the new base.dev. They've just sort of launched the new metadata platform. So we're gonna check that out during this call. So I only saw it like I think about 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago, earlier this morning.
Oh,
So I'm also still to play around with it and like get the full extent of what it can do. But from what I
okay.
see, they've made it much easier to, get the average builder or anybody to upload their metadata. So yeah, we're gonna move away from the technically difficult stuff. And it's all happening on
Nice.
base.dev. Yeah, so that's what we're going to
Nice.
talk about today. Yeah. Let me quickly play
Okay.
a disclaimer and then we get straight into it. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Where is our disclaimer now? Oh, yeah. Shabs won't be able to join us, but yeah, well, he's going to join us from next week. Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. Disclaimer coming up.
Today's conversation is for information and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, technical, or legal advice. The views expressed are our own and do not represent Base, Coinbase, or any affiliated platforms.
Okay. We're back. So I'm going to share my screen and we will look at everything. I think we'll probably go through the whole process. Um,
Yeah.
from setting up, uh, so from converting a mini app to, okay, let me start by showing people what's going on, how base.dev works, okay? All right, so can you see my screen, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, can
All
see your
right,
screen.
yeah, okay, so base.dev, base.dev is basically where you can, link your app, get your analytics. It's becoming the all-in-one dashboard to do everything on base, right? So it's got leaderboards, for
Yeah.
example. So the leaderboard have moved away from the base app, and now they've got a leaderboard for the whole ecosystem. So all apps that are on base, you will find them there with the number of active users and transactions per, per app. You also find the base app, all apps that are within the base app, what we were calling mini apps before, and that's migrating to web apps. So you'll see that leaderboard over there. So this leaderboard is updated every week, okay? So there's an FAQ over there. So we're getting a lot of questions of people asking like, my app has 40 users, but I don't see myself on the leaderboard. That's because it's updated once every week, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. PT. So for our region, that's probably going to be about 6 p.m. or something like that. What, 8? Yeah, 8 plus, no, it's going to be what, 2000, yeah? I think we're probably 8 hours ahead of PT, somewhere there, but it's going to be,
Yeah, somewhere there.
in the evenings. Yeah. So a snapshot is done once every week, right? So the analytics for that, for the leaderboards would be for the week. Currently it's from March 8 to, well, week of March 8, right? So that's from Sunday to Sunday. Okay. And then the snapshot is done on,
Wednesday.
snapshot is done every Wednesday. Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah. And then you need builder codes because you need to incorporate builder codes for your transactions. So it's not just tracking users, it's tracking transactions as well. So this is where you add builder codes on base.dev. Okay, and then how you go about that is by first signing in. Okay, so you use your base account to sign in. So you gotta set up a base account on account.base.app or on keys.coinbase.com, so
Yeah.
So you sign into your base account and you use your base account to sign in. And then you're able to access the dashboard, right? So based on your apps, you can add an app over here, right? So if you want to add an app, so let's assume my app is, I'm just going to create an app name. Okay, so I had fashionjewels.vesel.app. Okay, so you need the HTTPS or the full URL for your app. Okay, wait, HT. What's going on? HTT. What is going on? Oh, no. Sorry, my bad. You start with an app name, okay? You started with an app name. So when you're adding a new app, you add an app name, okay? You know what? Actually, let's go through this whole process, right? Let me go first okay, let me show you guys the dashboard and then we add a proper app. So I'm gonna quickly deploy one of my, like, it's just a generic website I've been working on. I'll quickly deploy it and then grab the URL for that, and then we can come and actually add it, right? But in the meantime, let me just quickly show you an app that has let me see, this one had a few users. Or let me see. Okay, so you can check on-chain and off-chain users, right? So yeah, so off-chain is normally, I think, just the wallets that have connected. And then on-chain would be when you've added your builder codes, and you're tracking the transactions. Okay, so and then there's in the settings section, the builder code is over here. So you'd have to copy this code and then go and follow the base documentation. So on base.org or on docs.base.org, there's you can just search builder codes. There's a process, of how to add builder codes to your app. It's very simple. Like literally copy that page, and then you copy your builder code and deploy, and then you're able to start tracking your transactions. So builder codes track, people that are transacting in your app, especially in your app, basically. So it has to be on mainnet. It can't be on testnet. And then in settings, this is where they've added the new metadata, right? So because all the apps now are web apps, we no longer have to go to our actual app's code, right? On VS Code or anywhere. You no longer have to go there and add all your metadata and copy all those images to a public folder. Remember how we're doing it previously? So it's much easier now. Now you just upload here. So you first register your app over there. Okay, like I was showing you guys over there. So you see, you can register multiple apps like I have. So you register your app,
Yeah.
add your app name. Okay, so I'm gonna just say, so this one is called what? What's the other one called? I think
Fashion
I'll
Jewels.
Veblen. I'm just creating some website. I've called it Veblen. Okay. And then oh yeah, so this has changed now. So previously you actually needed to add some yeah, so this has changed. So previously you would have to give you the builder
The app
the
record.
app ID that you would copy into your app. So now it looks like they're going with the metadata straight, okay? But I don't have that app deployed. So let me go and deploy this app so that we actually go through this whole process, right? Let me copy
Yeah.
this app. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Okay, wait, let me just check if I'm in the right place. So I built something here. Okay, so let me see. I think I need a different website. Let's see the site. Not this one. Let's see this one. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me check it out on GitHub. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the okay, let me go add my other account first, so I can be able to deploy properly. Okay. Okay, so let me add my other email, which is Ribbon blockchain. Okay, there we go. So I need to add, this is the one I'm using in my VS Code. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna copy this. Where are we? Oh, no, wrong place. Wrong place. So I'm just adding myself as my other, what other the GitHub profile I'm
Account.
using to,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just adding myself as a collaborator. Okay, so all right, I have push access now because that's what I have in VS Code. I'm signed in with this account. Okay, so now that's done. Let me copy this and then open my VS Code. And then now we can clone the Git repository. Okay, so I'll call this Veblen. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're quickly gonna just deploy a website that I built in
VS Code.
yeah, I built in on Lovable. Okay.
Okay.
Pushed it to GitHub. So now I want to change it into, a mini app
Web
using
app.
the new, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a mini app, but it's a web app, right? Using the view-based documentation. Okay, so now we're gonna start with that process, and then we're gonna finish off with, finish off with adding the metadata on the
Metadata.
admin dashboard, right? Yeah, on the
Yes.
base.dev. Okay, so for now, I need to go to docs.base.org. So I think now when you actually go to docs.base.org, it automatically comes to this section where you have to migrate your existing, app. So the two options is to copy the whole page and paste it that side. Alternatively, you can go through it step by step, right? Choose your migration path. So I'm converting a mini app. So I'm not converting a mini app, I've just built a website. So my app has no Farcaster SDK, right? And then the
Yeah.
instructions it's giving me is, okay, I already have a standard app, so I need to just add, okay, so I just need to deploy it, add. Okay, I need to actually add the, okay. All right, so they didn't put this here. I think they should have put the details here, but I think I have to go to this part then, because I want to add the base account, sign in with base and all that stuff. So it looks like you have to come to build an app on base if you just have a generic website, right? Yeah, then I'll just copy this whole page and paste it in here,
Yeah.
and hopefully it should add everything, yeah? Okay.
Yes. No, it should add everything. Because the code is already there, and the model you're using is the Claude Sonnet 4.6. So it's a very good model to use. It's fast and will definitely get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very easy. I feel like this method is way easier than like the previous method we were using. It was also easy, but this is like really, it's easier than the previous method that we had
Yeah.
for most people doing like vibe coding.
Yeah, because this is like the basic Web3 apps, the initial ones. That was just a website with your wallet, configuration for signing in with a Web3 wallet, which could be signing with the Ethereum. In our case, it's signing with base account. So that's pretty much it. I think the only thing that people have to remember is to make their apps dynamic, so it can, optimize for multiple screens, right? Because then if you're going to take any website in the base app is mobile, it's mobile oriented. So I think it's mobile
It has
screen
to be
orientation. So
responsive.
I think, yeah, you got to make it responsive. Yes, that's the right term. So I think that's what I need to do here, to tell it to make this website, responsive for all screen sizes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so it's gonna do its thing. A couple of steps. As you can see, there's 6 processes that it's gonna go through. So I'm using Claude Sonnet 4.6. Because I don't want to use Opus. Yeah, 4.6 is good. 4.5 is very dope. Like if you're having problems, I've noticed sometimes if you're having problems with Claude Sonnet, Claude Opus, or anything, you revert back to 4.5. It will normally fix all your problems. But I've come to realize that 4.6 is good because it does like it does things methodically, It's got that step-by-step process, and you can actually add other processes here and it appends them. So remember with 4.5, if a process like this was running, you couldn't come and paste another process. Now with Claude 4.6, if I wanted to do the next process, like for example, I want to say optimize this website
and make it
for
responsive
all mobile screens. Yeah. Oh, okay. Optimize this website, okay, and make it responsive for all mobile screens, mobile. What is that on tablets, desktop? Okay, so with Claude 4.5, you couldn't do this. You couldn't previously add another process like this. It would cancel out the other process, right? But now you can add this process while the other one is running with 4.6 and with Claude Sonnet up 4.6 and Sonnet. So he's going to finish doing what he's doing here. Then he's going to come back and,
jump
do
into
this one again. Yeah. So I find that's very nice. So you can add a couple of those without having to stop your previous processes, So yeah, so
and then
another
thing that I've also noticed is like the way you mentioned reverting to like another model. I also do that. Like if I notice that the AI is in loops. It keeps going in loops, and this is like for vibe coders mostly. If your AI is going in loops, just try to switch to another model.
Yeah.
I saw somebody today on the timeline. I haven't tried it, but somebody on the timeline from YC, is it Gary? I think his name is Gary. He was saying GPT 5.4 is actually very good at finding bugs and fixing them
Is it?
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't
Nice.
tried that, but I do know that if I find that let's say Claude has got issues, most of the times I would revert to like an open AI model to just kind of see if it can manage to catch the bug, and most of the times
Yeah.
it does. So I noticed where Claude fails, open AI will kind of like succeed. So yeah, iterating is a good way if you ever find yourself like really stuck as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so okay, so
Almost
it's gonna
done.
take a bit of a while. Um, so it's still got all these 4 processes left. Um,
I think right now it's actually creating the tally page because it's already
okay.
done. Yeah, it's just showing us this, but the create wagme config and the components, I think I saw it create them just a
Mm,
few. Yeah, so it should skip all the way to the last part after following your second command.
yeah, okay, all right. So
Yeah.
it's optimizing. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah,
Yeah, so
so
it's already
while
gone
this
to the
is
last.
running, we can just quickly just go back to place.dev so we see what else is there. Let me see what else is there. Okay, so I can't. I wonder if I stop this process, can I come back to it?
Which
Let
one is
me
that?
see. Okay, because
Oh,
I was registering an app, so I want to see. Okay, so it hasn't registered it.
it
Okay,
was in the
all right.
process.
Yeah. So I know some people always like maybe you register an app over here, right? And you come back and you want to remove it. Like I've got this test, I want to delete it. That function is not available yet, but I think they're gonna make it available because they're constantly shipping features. And like I said, I only saw this feature today. This you know, the metadata feature, right? But what it looks like, guys, is on your metadata, you have your app name there, which you can edit. You can change that. Then you can upload your app icon from your local, wherever you've saved it. Then you add a tagline. Okay. So the tagline could be like what you've got up to 30 characters for that. The description of your app, you've got up to 180 characters. At least it gives you a word count so you know when you have too many. So if you have too many characters, your app is not going to show up in the base app. Your metadata is going to show an error. So always make sure that you don't exceed these required characters over here. That's the character count, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you upload your thumbnail. It gives you the size. I wish they'd said what the actual size is, because to say 191.1 aspect ratio, that does not necessarily tell somebody who's not a graphics designer, who's not very familiar with this, what it's like. How do they figure this out? So I suppose you have to Google what size this is, but I think this is probably like the hero image, right? Which was like, what was the size of the hero image?
Yeah, I
I
think
think it
that's
was
the
12.
it says up thumbnail. So
Let's see what size this is. Let me just ask what size this is in pixels. I'm gonna ask Copilot. Yeah, but I'll ask them to change that or to add the actual size in pixels. So anyone who's using any of these tools can quickly create it. What size is this in pixels? Okay, what size? What dimensions? Not what size.
yeah, what dimension? It might pick the file size instead.
Exactly. Okay, so it can be a variety of sizes. Okay, I think the previous one was this one. This is what we're using for the hero image. So I think if anyone is trying to figure out the thumbnail, I think you're probably safe going with the 1200 by 628 because that's what we've been using for the base app. Yeah, so I think if you go
Yeah.
with that, that should sort you out. But then if you understand graphic design or, image, whatever, then you understand what this is, then hey, go ahead. I don't, so I will ask my AI to create this size, and then I'll tell it create this size and have this aspect ratio. So I think that will sort me out because I remember this size, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we'll add something this size over there, and then the screens are this size. These are screenshots. So screenshots, guys, is basically you can do it two ways. You can go to your app and like literally screenshot, so if you've got your app or your website or whatever, you could literally orientate it to, or let me show you guys like how I would normally do it. So I would go let me see, Monopolis. So I'll do it on my laptop. So I would go into my app, look for nice screens, right? Like this one, for example. Yeah. Then I'll do the developer tools to change the orientation to the mobile. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would do a screenshot. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me accept that for now. Let's see. Oh, let me tell it to continue. Okay, so continue with tasks 2, 2, 2, 6. Okay, so I would normally just come and do a screenshot over here. Okay, so you go to your developer tools and then you change the screen orientation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can screenshot your app. If you don't have screenshots, right, you can go to the app screen that you like, screenshot it, save that screenshot, okay, or copy that screenshot, and you could then tell, so I don't know, it depends what you're doing, right? You could ask Copilot, I don't know if it's pretty good at resizing, and you could say resize this to, okay, you paste the image, right? And then you could say resize this to, what size are we looking for? There we go. So
One.
resize this to
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
One. Yeah. The one,
Okay.
two.
Yeah. And then you'll see if it does. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. But if you are struggling, you can you could copy all the dimensions that you're looking for. So you could go and copy all those dimensions. Where am I? Where am I? So you can go and copy all the dimensions that are required for these that it gives you. So from this one, go and copy that, paste it in a text file somewhere, copy this ones, copy all of them. And then you could go to Lovable, and tell Lovable, I want to create. I've got this such and such an app. You can give Lovable your URL, right? For
Mm.
example, okay, so let me see. I haven't deployed my app. I was going to show you guys practically, but you can give Lovable your URL, okay, and say, so you could say, I want to create app creatives in PNG format, okay, for this app, okay, and sizes I need okay, and okay, dimensions I need then you can say um 1024, by 1024 px, right? You list all of
Mhm.
them. And then actually you can say, yeah, and then at the end says make them downloadable, right? So you say, or create a download button and make them downloadable, right? And then when you
Yeah.
do this, it's going to actually create them. Let me show you. I've done this before. Let me see if I can open them. Where did I make those? Where did I make those? Mm, okay, maybe I did it in another profile. Let me check the site. So Lovable will actually create all your, the sizes, even if you don't have a screenshot. Just tell Lovable, I want to create screenshot for this type of an app. Give it your app's website. You can even add some screenshots, and then it's gonna create. Yeah, there you go. You see, so I've created these
Yeah.
creatives before. I created these ones as well for this Monopoly app. So the screenshot does not necessarily have to be a screenshot that's in your app. It just needs to be nice app creatives, right? Something that looks attractive. So I created this for this Monopolis game that I'm showing you guys. Now that you know, was showing just now. So this was the app icon. So you see, it did a nice, beautiful icon. I told it it's for something like Monopolis. It blends
Monopoly.
crypto and casino and Monopoly. And look at what it did. These are all my app creatives. And the screens, these are the screenshots. So it made these screenshots. So when you go to my app, you go to the base app. These are the kind of like app creatives you'll see. So for marketing, so these are very beautiful. I think they are very really on brand. So it was just a prompt, like I'm telling you guys. So this was my prompt. I told it create the following app creatives. I gave it a description of what this needs to be: Monopoly define game, blah blah blah. I gave it the URL, and then I gave it all the sizes. So these were the sizes: the icon, PNG, etc., etc. I gave it all the sizes, screenshots. So I didn't have to actually. So taking a screenshot is one way if you want people to actually see your app, but you don't necessarily have to. You can actually just create creatives, and it kind of like makes your app looks very nice. So this is what it did. It did the 3 different screenshots, as you can see. It did the embed image and the I don't know, is this a hero image? Then it did the app icon. So this is my app's icon. When you go into the base app, you see this icon on the left here. And then this is the splash image when you start, open my app in the base app. This is the splash image. And then this is the hero image that you'll see when you share my app, on Farcaster and on base app with other people. This is the image that will show. You see? So yeah, so basically I also asked it to add a download button, right? So over here, you click download, it downloads all of them. You see?
Yeah.
That's what you basically do to create your app creatives. Okay, it wants me to log in, but it's fine. So yeah, that's a quick shortcut, guys, for creating creatives. You can use Lovable. It does them very well. You can also use Google AI Studio, as long as you give it the sizes, you give it a link to your website, and you tell it what type of creatives you're looking for. It will do all of that for you, and you don't have to worry much, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. How are you creating your creatives, Lloyd, by the way?
For me, I tend to use my method is I create maybe like an image that I want to use.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come to my IDE and just paste it, and
Yeah.
I tell it to create a Python script that converts that into the suitable sizes. But that
Yeah.
sometimes might stretch your files. So I think creating them in an AI app already with the right sizes, like what we're doing, is way better, because then you won't really
Yeah.
have any stretched looking images.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm deploying this app. And then I'm actually gonna ask So, because I'm using Vercel. I mean, I'm using Claude, so it does create those creatives very nicely because I think that's what Lovable is using. But there's also Gemini here. I'm using GitHub Copilot Pro. So Gemini 3.1, it also does make nice images. So I'm gonna ask it to create. I'll ask this. Yeah, but I could do that on actually on let me deploy it, then I'll probably do it on Lovable, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it done? Failed to connect to Google,
It's
but
deploying
it's
now,
done with the
yeah. It
production.
did,
Okay.
yeah, it did the migration and added all the stuff. So I'm deploying it now. Well, I'm hoping it's done it. I'm supposed to actually run dev and check it, but I want the URL also. So yeah, because I wanna create the app creatives while we're doing all of this. Okay, it's supposed to allow me to do this in the terminal. Why has it not done that? Okay, I think it's my
You can
mistake.
click. You can click
Mm.
the top. There's like an icon. Can you see that on top of a bit up to
On
the
top of?
right? You see what is that play button? Like that icon. No, below, slightly
Mhm.
below. The icon below
This
that.
one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, if you click that, it moves
Uh-huh.
to the terminal. So just click it.
Oh, this moves you to the
Yeah,
terminal.
it moves
Oh,
into the
right,
terminal.
right, right.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I've never known that. Hey, you got the hacks. Thanks for that. You got all the shortcuts, all the hacks. Yeah,
It makes it
appreciate
easier.
it, man.
No worries.
Okay, so yeah, so I should have actually run this in the terminal. Okay, because I'm deploying to production for the first time. So it should have been asking me for all those permissions, but I don't know. It looks like it's trying to go at it. I wonder
Yeah.
if this is gonna work out, or I'm gonna have to stop it if it fails. Okay, if it fails, I'll stop it and then I'll do it manually.
Yeah. No, it looks like it's building. So let's see what it's going
Mm,
to come up with.
yeah. While we're looking at that, let's see if Google was able to do the screenshot. I'm not Google, Copilot. Okay, so Copilot created an image, but let's download it and see if
See the
because
size, yeah.
Copilot hallucinates, right? So this is gonna be this is the screenshot example Copilot. Let's see if it was able to, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, well, let me finish this also. What am I allowing here?
The chosen alias weblin.vercel is already in use.
Oh, okay. Let me tell it to,
I think it's sending
okay,
to
no.
another one.
Yeah, okay, so let me tell, deploy, to Vblin app,
Yeah, right.
Vblin app dot Vercel dot app. Okay. Let's try that. All right. In the meantime, let's check if this guy, Copilot, was able to get the image in the right size. Okay, so it's 1024 by 1556. Can you see? When I just hover over it and highlight,
Yeah, it
it doesn't
shows.
have the right size. So Copilot is struggling. Um, it couldn't
Yeah.
change the screen size. So yeah, so maybe Copilot is not your friend for that. So you're better off using, I guess, Lovable or Google AI Studio. Okay, you know what? Let me just deploy this, man.
And
Uh, Let me do it manually. Yeah, I'll let it just choose a URL. So for the sake of progress, yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
okay, so it's not it's deploying to a new one, is it?
Yeah, it's gonna, I'll just let it
IWZ. Okay.
just auto select one. So it's gonna give me
I think it's
one of those
done.
auto selected one. Because I was trying to get a custom one. But I think I can try that later.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like it's done, right?
Yeah, that was quick.
Oh, yeah, because that's just a little website. It doesn't really have much. Okay, okay. Now let me, I'm logged in on this side. Uh, okay, so where is my Vercel? Okay. Come on. What's going on?
Still loading.
Okay, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so it just gave me this the standard issue one. Ah, it looked like it actually managed to do it. Hang on a second. This one was
Yeah.
ready. Oh, that's just 4 minutes
4 minutes
ago.
ago. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
The
so
only
this
one
one
that
failed
failed.
the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a custom one. Okay. All right. So I want this URL. And I want to tell.
Genie.
So I want. So I want to create my app icons, right? So I'm going to go to Lovable and ask Lovable to do it, and then we'll upload them to my. Okay. So. Okay, so create app creatives for my website. Oh man. Okay. Did I copy the URL? Yes, I did. Why is it not? Okay, copy as plenty is here. Okay. For my website. And make them the following sizes. Okay, so we start with, what do we have? Okay. So I need the, okay, so this one, app icon, okay. Copy that. Come over here. And then what else? Thumbnail, okay. And then, okay, 3 screenshots. Okay. So, okay, and then what else? That's all. Okay, so that's all that we need now. Okay, so they've reduced the number of items you need. Okay. All right, cool, cool. What's my website all about, by the way? No, I've forgotten. I want to give this one context. Let me give this guy context. Okay.
The Lovable.
Yeah, I just want to give him context on what we're making. I haven't checked. Also, this is an agency. Okay, 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 okay. All right. I'll ask him to read. Okay, create app creative for my website. Okay, and then Okay, read website to understand what it's about and make creatives to that context. Okay, let's go. I need them downloadable. Okay, so are they all in PNG? Okay, all creatives in PNG. Okay, this one doesn't say. Okay, so they need to tell us if it's going to be PNG. There's one that's supposed to be transparent, but they haven't said. So, okay. 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 Okay, all screenshots in PNG. Okay. I want to tell it to add a download button. Okay. Add download button to download all and individual. Okay. Okay, so all right, so this is gonna create our app creatives, and we're gonna download those, and then we're gonna finish off with the metadata. Okay. Okay, so while this is going on, okay, so our website has been optimized, right? Let's check. Let's check. Okay. Because I didn't even check if our website is signed in with base account and all that. Okay, so it's already responsive.
Yeah.
Does it have a sign in with base? No, it doesn't.
Try clicking the get
Ah,
started.
okay, let's see. Mm-mm. Oh,
There you
there
go.
on Tally app. Okay, okay.
So you should
So,
say sign in instead of Tally
okay,
app. Yeah, it's
yeah,
responsive.
okay. I don't
So
want MetaMask. I want
Coinbase.
connected Coinbase wallet. Okay.
It might refuse for that because you haven't added your keys.
Am I supposed it's going to tell you to sign in with base account? I think so, no? Because it didn't add. Um, okay, so let's go to the base documentation, right? Oh, wait. You could be right. Maybe it's because let me try and check it the side where I have my base account connected this side. No, okay, so no, this is faulty, right? So it's not actually clicking when I
Just
okay.
right click somewhere on the page and then click the
Mm,
inspect. Yeah, and then
mm,
yeah, let's see what the console is saying the error is. So
yeah.
there at the top, elements, console. Do we have anything in the console? Yeah, the click. Then now click on Coinbase while this is open.
Okay.
Yeah, then let's see if it triggers anything.
No. Okay, so
No.
only MetaMask is
Okay.
working. Okay, that's fine. I need to go and add base account. Let me go and add it actually. I don't know why the docs did not add that automatically. I thought it was gonna add, but it's fine. Let me go add sign in with base account, right?
Yeah.
So to add base account, guys, I normally go to the quick start. So this is a standard web app now. So okay, so this is actually a Next.js app, right? So it's a standard web app, but when I added that when I went to add all the stuff that I copied from the base stuff, I think it converted it into a Next.js app. I might be mistaken, but I think it's a web Next.js app, right? So anyway, should I copy this whole page? Let me see. Okay, let me copy this page.
Wait, you copied all this page and then you added it to this project?
I want to do that. Remember, initially I went and copied from, let me go back.
Oh, from the mini app.
Because it was,
Yeah.
because it was a new app, right?
Yeah.
It's a new website and I was not migrating it, right? So I didn't use the migrate app
Oh,
because it's a
so
new build. So it doesn't have Farcaster SDK. So then I
yeah.
went and
I
copied
might
this
be
page.
wrong,
Mhm.
but just scroll down. Just wanted to see.
Mm. So it
Yeah,
was
I
supposed
think
to add WAGMI for base.
yes, I think it did add WAGMI. I'm just
Mm.
thinking it's either do we need any keys? Like, do we need any API keys for
Please?
this? API
No,
keys?
you don't need
No.
API keys for base, ne?
Okay. So then
Yeah, no, there's
maybe it
no.
might be difference in dependencies, seeing as how if this is the code we copied, maybe we copied Next.js code and we added it to a Vite app. So maybe that caused some
Okay.
issues. But we can tell the AI to add
Yeah.
logs. So just tell it add logs to or find out why the Coinbase button or the Coinbase base login isn't
Yeah.
working. Yeah. Then it
I
will
think it's
probably add.
easier just to add sign in with base account, so we're
Oh
not
yeah, that works as well.
trying to debug. Yeah. But I think the right way would be try and debug and find out the errors. But I think for progress, I'll say add sign in with base account. Yeah, I think it's probably quicker just to add that and let it figure out what it's gonna replace and where. Okay, so while I'm signing
Okay.
in with base account, let's see something. Yeah. Okay, so I went to the web. No, so I'm using Next.js. Okay, so I added this one. And then what else do I need to do? Okay, so the next step would be okay, so they don't have base pay anymore here, like add base pay. But that's what I would have to add for transaction. Oh, they do. Sorry. Okay, so authenticate users. Do I need to actually authenticate users in this app? Yeah, this will be the next step, guys. Authenticate users. You'd have to make sure, like if you want to track all your users on a database or whatever, then you'd use this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's always safer to authenticate users. So I'd have to copy this as well. When this is finished, then I'll paste it in there. Okay. All right. So while this is running, let's check on our creatives. Where was I doing them? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. So this is what it's done for me. So here's our app creatives, all down to the specific spec. So you can see here's my screenshots. Okay, so this has done a good job. So I can download all of them and I can unzip them. Okay. There we go. Okay, so where will I extract these to? Extract all to, let me see, let me create a folder. My downloads. This is Ribbon Creatives. Okay, then there we are. Let's check the sizes. I'm just gonna hover over this. Okay, so app icon is 1024 by 1024, Thumbnail is 1920 by 1080. Screenshot. No, screenshot is not the right size, bro. Screenshot 1, screenshot 2. No,
They're
the
all the
screenshots
same.
didn't come out the right sizes. I wonder why. Why did Lovable is normally very, very reliable. Okay. Screenshots must be what sizes did it give me? It gave me 1080 by 1920. Okay. Okay, this one is normally more usually very reliable. I have no idea why it did this. Unless I'm the one that's missing something. Am I missing something?
No, I don't think so.
I'm not missing anything, right? These are the
No, no.
dimensions for this thing. Okay. All right. But anyway, I will leave this for the moment. Let's see if it can fix it. Oh, it's got a max dimension size of 1920 px, multiples of 32. So I can't generate exact. I'll generate which matches the correct 1284 by as closely as possible within two limit. Okay. So these guys have put a limit on their sizes now. Okay, so guys, we have to find somewhere else to create these. So maybe AI Studio. I'm not going to do that now, but yeah, we have an issue. This guy can't make the right sizes, but it makes really dope. You know,
Images, yeah.
yeah, it makes really dope app creatives. Okay. So we'll just use what we have for now, right? Even though they're the wrong
Yeah.
sizes. So just for progress purposes,
Just
let's
to
finish
show
this
people, yeah.
side. Um, so what am I doing this side? Okay, so let me just add user authentication just in case. Okay, so I won't be able to test it on the base app with you guys. So I think I can just only show you, okay, how far we've come. All right, so let's go to base.dev and we're just gonna work with what we have, right? So
Yep.
because it's a new app, right? So I'm gonna log out, take you guys from the top so you know how to do this. Okay, so you sign in with your base account. If you ever struggle with base account, you can always click there to figure out which account you have. Because I think when you first signed up, you used email, so you would have your keys stored on any of those, right? So there's a little key there, or you click over there, settings, to access the recovery, for the account that's signed in, etc. So that's a little tip for anyone who's having issues with the space account. I've come across a few people that have struggles with it. So yeah. Okay, so we are registering a new app, right? So I'm
Yes.
gonna call it Biblin, continue. Then it's asking us for our app icon. So let's select our app icon, okay? So this is the app icon. Okay. I wonder if the name. Okay, so they don't want us to change the name. Initially, you had to call it icon, but now it looks like it doesn't matter, right? Okay. Add a tagline. What is my tagline for this website? What is the tagline for this? Oh, it's a Web3. Okay. Agency, where are we? Okay. Okay. I think special characters might not be allowed. So I'm going to put and. Yeah. Okay.
And OpenClaw.
App description. For government, business, and what else is there? Okay. Okay, then I
For
continue.
now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, honestly, I think for now that was ideal.
That's okay. Yeah. Then yeah, so this next step requires you to go back to your code, right? So let me get my app's URL. So here's the URL. So you need to register the URL. Okay, so initially I had to add the name of the app. I had to add the icon, and I think that's the hero image. And now, before I continue with this, I need to copy this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this instruction over here.
Yeah.
So I need to copy this code and add it into my actual code in the app and deploy again. Okay, so I need to come here. I'm copying that instruction over there. Then I also add that piece of code. So you need to copy this here, right? So this adds the app ID, right? The base app ID into your actual app. So it adds it in, it's a meta tag. So it adds it into the head of your, your homepage, so that when your app, your app can be identified on the base app and on base.dev. Okay. So we need to add that into there. Okay. And then we deploy again, right?
Yeah.
So I see it's deploying already, but let me add this. And then I'm going to deploy again after this. So that meta tag is very important. If you don't add the meta tag, your app is not going to appear on in the base app, or I think you're going to have issues on base.dev as well, because it's going to keep telling you verify, verify, verify. So it's very important that you add this meta tag and you check your deployment, right? So let me check the deployment this side. Okay, where are the deployments? Okay, they're over here. Okay. Okay, so I've just done one just now. So this is the one. So it's successful, screen ready. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so that's fine now. Let's go back to base.dev. Okay, so once I've deployed, only then can you verify. So you have to add this meta tag into your app. So you go and paste it in your, your VS Code, and you run it, then you deploy once again, and then you can verify. Okay, so you see, then it's added my app successfully to base.dev. So that's my app over there, added on base.dev. I haven't added the sign in with base account. It didn't add properly, so I can't track users. However, let's try and sign in using MetaMask. It should be able to track using MetaMask anyway. Oh, sign in with base account is there now. Okay, let's see. Okay, Okay. So I need to go and add the authenticate users. So signing with base account is not working yet. So I need to go and add that part that says authenticate users. Let me show you guys what I mean. Let me go back to the base docs. So I need to copy this page. Go back here and just paste it in here. Hopefully that should fix it. If it hasn't fixed it, then what else would it be? Okay, I think that should be it. The authenticate users part. I think that should fix it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try it with Coinbase, MetaMask, sorry. I'm gonna try and sign in with MetaMask and see if base.dev is gonna pick up. Am I connected? No, it failed to connect. Why did it fail to connect? Oh, that's something else. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, so I definitely need to troubleshoot this. Mm, okay. What the hell is it doing now?
It's work.
Transfer? No, I
Transfer
did not want to
request.
transfer anything. This thing is
Cancel.
already trying to steal money from me already, right? You make a website and it's trying to steal money from me. Okay, so I think this is batch transactions of some sort. Yeah, these are batch transactions.
Yes,
Oh,
it's a
so what's
batch
going on is,
transaction.
when we added this,
We
I
didn't
think the
remove
best
that.
thing, guys, when you are building the app, using this, wait, let's see. I think it's better to, when you're building a new app. So I added the whole best batch transaction stuff, right? So this is the part. So maybe copying the page in this instance might not be the best approach. It can work, but just be careful, like, what you're doing. So I just copy that whole page without reading some of the stuff, but I'm seeing already it added stuff like batch transactions. So it's already trying to do a batch transactions. So maybe that wasn't the wisest and safest approach, because the users that don't know what they're doing are gonna go there, do a batch transactions, and I don't know. I don't know if it succeed, but yeah, that's risky. So I shouldn't have done this. So I should have actually gone through those docs, or when I copied it, I should have told it just add sign in with base account and sign in with MetaMask. Okay. I didn't do that. So I'm paying for it. Okay. But let's go and check base. Yeah, let's check
Yeah.
if I since I signed in with MetaMask, let's check if it's picked up. That would come under off chain. Okay, so it doesn't pick it up. Okay, so that sign-in was probably not successful in my app, but yeah, but that's just troubleshooting from now on, right? I just need to go and fix sign in with base account. I need to tell this thing that, yeah. So I added the authenticate users. I think when it's done here, I deploy again, so yeah, I just keep repeating the process, troubleshooting until I can sign in. And then once I'm able to sign in properly, um, I'll be able to check over there on base.dev, the analytics. And then when users do transactions, I have to add builder codes, which is another process, right? So for builder codes, I go into my settings once again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, remember, we added the name and the app icon and the
The
taglines, right?
tagline,
But that was to get us going with registering our app onto
the base app. I mean,
base.dev, but
the
we did not
base.dev.
add the thumbnail. Yeah, so now we need to come back also and add the thumbnail, add the screenshot Okay, so you see the image is the wrong sizes. We see that they are wrong sizes, so it won't accept them. So actually I have to go and create images again. Maybe I'll need to do it in AI Studio, run the same prompt I ran in Lovable, but in AI Studio, and ask AI Studio to create that. So that's Google AI Studio. It does create nice creatives as well. I've done it before. So just to show you guys, let me see. Let me see my history. I think I did some the other day. No. Okay, so it's in another account. But yeah, you can create the same creatives in App Studio or use any other app. Okay. So I think the caution is if you are building a new app, right, instead of copying the whole page, I think go step by step and check what you actually need. So I would need to set up the project, add configure WAGMI, connect wallets, number 3. So I don't need to deploy a smart contract. So I shouldn't be copying that right now when I'm what I should have been doing from the start, right? I don't need to be writing a contract. I don't need to be, okay, I need to detect wallet capabilities. That's fine. I could add that. I don't know if that's for the contract or no, that's for batch transactions. So I don't need to add that. Okay, so yeah, so there's a couple of things that I didn't need to do. So yeah, so copying this whole page is probably not a great idea. You would have to go step by step and see what you need, right? Or you just,
Yeah.
or probably the best thing is just to build a normal web app and come into base account and then add base account. So instead of copying that page, come here, add the base account to your website or your app, add base pay, and that should basically be it. That would make your app into a Web3 app. So you actually probably don't need to go through the approach that I went through. You just need to, yeah, just add base account and you should be good. Okay. So yeah, so let's recap, right? So I showed you guys how to configure, or to try and make creatives on Lovable. That didn't work out so well because they've got a restriction on size now. They didn't have before. So you'll need to find another tool. But we're able to deploy my app on my website rather, and we're able to add it onto, base.dev. I still need to update it, right? And add all these creatives. But I believe I should be able to see this in the base app. Let me actually search the base app right now. I'm not sure how long it takes now because they haven't really told us how publishing works. Okay, so let's see. Actually, let me check in the preview. So there's a preview. You go to base.dev/preview. Okay, so this is where you need to preview your app, right? Then you copy your website. Wait. What did I do? Okay, just need to remove the last part. Then just copy the whole URL. So you can still preview on base.dev to see what your app is going to look like and to see if there are any problems. So you add your URL there, you submit. Okay, so I think this preview tool has not been updated. It's still looking for the manifest from the previous. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's still looking for the manifest from the
The
previous
previous
Farcaster,
base.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there should have been a little preview screen here where I can see the app, but this is not the case. So I think they still probably need to ship this feature. It hasn't been updated, okay? All right, so it
Yeah.
means that the only place then to check is in my base app. I don't think this has been published though, right? I don't think adding it on base dev publishes it because the way to publish an app is I need to go to the base app and post this URL just as a post, and then it indexes and publishes it after like 10 minutes, So yeah, so I'm going to do that now, but I don't think we'll still be on the call for me to check that. So yeah, so once
Yeah.
you've added your app like I have now, you can actually go to the base app as long as you have the app icon. And let me see what else. I think I need to add the thumbnail, but I think it's probably safer to add all the the app creatives, save, and then go to the base app. You go and create a new post. You just put the URL only of your app, right? And you just post that, just the URL of the app. So you just type it in. So this one is HTTPS vBlend Vanguard Vanguard .vessel.app. Okay, vBlend dash Vanguard. vBlend dash Vanguard. Okay, so it's not looking good because it doesn't have my hero image, which is this thumbnail. I need to add this. Okay. So I think it might just give me errors. So I think I'll wait until I've added these stuff, the app thumbnail, and then the screenshots, and then I will then post this URL. I don't know if you can see my screen, but you go to the base app and you just type the little square, like there's a little triangle there for posting, for checking out the feed in the base app. So I don't know if you guys can see. Lloyd, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
There's a little thing, yeah. It's the second, it's the from the last button on the right on the menu is the one before that. You add that, there's a plus sign to post. That's where you post your app's URL to publish it in the base app. Okay. But some of those
Okay.
features might not yet be ready right now. But you can try that and see if your app is going to appear in the base app. Okay. So yeah, so just to summarize, guys, we've shown you guys how to add your app's URL onto base.dev, add the icon name, and all the metadata basically. Yeah, we haven't done build a codes. We can do it next time. So if your app now has users, then your analytics are going to look something like this. Yeah, so this will be your user account. So every time someone signs in, this is what it's going to look like. And then if you add your builder codes and there's on-chain transactions, people actually transacting, they're going to come up here. Okay. And then if you get a lot of users, it's going to come up on the leaderboard. Okay. So that updates every week, once every week. So you are on the leaderboard for 1 week. Okay. So you can see, if you scroll down the leaderboard, you can see some guys with only like 35 transactions, I guess, in that app. They already come out. So it doesn't take much transactions to appear on the leaderboard. So there's still room, for your app to actually make a good impression. And of course, this is where Base looks. If you're looking to get funded and all that, they're going to look at what you're doing on the leaderboard, right? So obviously, if any of these guys, these are the top apps right now who are commanding, and there's such a huge difference between the top apps. Look at this one, 2,300 transactions, I guess. I think these are weekly transactions, if I'm per user. I think this is what WTU means. This could be weekly transactions per user. I'm not quite sure, but we can check on that. So there's a huge gap between this one and that one. So there's still room, guys, for anyone to be in the top 10. So look at number 10. It's doing 204, right? So I don't know if this will be 204 users doing weekly transactions or doing transactions. I'm not sure. But there's still room for you to get in the top 10. And I think once you're in the top 10, you go to the base.org docs, you apply for the base grants for funding. Yeah, and you can justify it with your stats. So it's not that difficult, right, in terms of getting the numbers. You just need to do your marketing, do your push, build something that people are interested in, and you will stand out. You'll come up on the leaderboard. Okay. So yeah, so that's part of what the leaderboard does. The preview, unfortunately, I think for now, it's only going to show us the apps that were done previously. Let me show you guys an app I did before this change. So the new one is not coming up in the preview. Let's check the old one. Yeah, so you see all my old apps that were built using the Farcaster SDK would come up here. So I think once they've upgraded this is what your new apps will look like as well. So you'll be able to see even who signed, who owns the app domain name, as it appears in the base app. Okay. Yeah. So that's our I guess our guidelines for today is how to get started with base.dev. And we just gave you a few tips on how to do the app creatives. You just need to find the right platform. I think AI Studio will be better, but there's so many other, you could even use the Google, what is it? Is it Google Banana? What is it called?
Nano Banana.
Nano Banana. Yeah, you could use Nano Banana to create your app creatives. And yeah, the next step would be to add builder codes. We're not going to go through that because of time, but to add builder codes, you copy your builder code and you go to the docs. So you go to docs.base.org, and then you can just ask the assistant for builder codes. You can just say builder codes. It will give you the info, or you can just search for builder codes actually. There we go, builder codes for app developers. So once again, with builder codes for app developers, you can copy the whole page and like paste it in your VS Code and let the AI coding assistant run it, and you'll be able to do that. So yeah, I don't know if we have enough time for that, but I think we can save builder codes for the next session next Tuesday. So yeah, so this is builder code. So you basically copy this, okay, but just read through it. So it's got all everything that's required, right? Yeah. So I'll basically just copy the page, okay? So it depends what your wallet is. So this is just, what your app is. So if you are just building, if it's just an app, right? And then if it's a wallet, there is builder codes for wallet developers, okay? So if you've built, or you want to somehow track stuff regarding an app with a wallet or your wallet or something like that, or your app is a wallet, then I guess this is where you go, okay? But you copy the page, go and paste it in your VS Code, and then you will be required to add that actually the builder code I showed you guys just now, that you get on base.dev, this one over here. You'll be required to add it to your, the VS Code, the AI in the VS Code will prompt you to add it, and then you paste it and that's it, you're done. So builder codes help track the transactions in your app, and that's what helped get you on the leaderboard here. So yeah, so that's basically it when it comes to migrating to a new app, the new web app standards. I think it's just build a generic web app, go to the base docs and add base account. I think that's all you need is add base account, and you should be good. And then the rest is just going to register it on base.dev, and yeah, and you are good to appear. And the last part obviously is to post the URL in the base app for it to appear in the base app. But then if you don't want to be in the base app, then you don't have to. You just add your builder codes, and it can just be a web app, and anyone can access it as a normal website and sign in with base account, and you'll be able to still track the transactions. So you're not just limited to making your app into a base account, into a base app or a mini app or what they used to be, where users accessing the base app. Your users can access your app on a website on the base app, and you're still able to track those transactions as long as you have the builder codes. Okay. Yeah. So Lloyd, is there anything that we need to cover for this session? I think I kind of went through everything. Yeah.
No, we went through everything. We showed them some tips as well. I think the only part remaining is for them to just experiment and see what apps they can build with. Yeah.
And of course, guys, when you're building, like what Lloyd is you build, like what I was trying to do, you troubleshoot, you deploy again. You always have to deploy the app again. And, even if you're having a trouble with signing with base account, you go and troubleshoot and, you see what the problem is, and then you deploy. And then, after some time, you should be able to figure out what the issue is, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it for this session. Lloyd, is there anything that you want to maybe share or any last words for the day?
Yeah, guys, just play around with the new tools. This last week we've had a lot of upgrades and updates on base, so feel free to make these changes or create new applications. And if you also have people, people who haven't been coming for the sessions or who've been a bit busy, make sure you tell them that there's been changes, and if they made mini apps, they have to make these new changes to them for them to still be functional, because they won't be functional after a while. So yeah, just experiment, play with these tools, and show us, tag us, in posts with what you've built. Or if you have bugs, reach out to us, reach out to the main base devs in the Discord, reach out to Google. And yeah, guys, let's build, and don't be shy to ask for help. We're here to help.
Yeah. And of course, base batches is still running. So the student track is still open. Is the robotics tracks closed yet?
Robotics track is closing tomorrow. I think tomorrow midnight. But yeah, the student track is still there. And students, this is your chance. You've got the methods that we've showed you now that are way easier than the previous methods we showed you. So this is your chance to build that idea you've always thought of. We have really fast AI models, and we showed you guys the workflows. Base's documentation is easy and super fast to integrate. So yeah, come up with an idea, build it, and apply. You never know just how far it might take you. So yeah, apply.
Definitely. All right. Yeah, with that said, thank you very much, Lloyd, for another session. Thank you to all the viewers that have signed in to watch this live stream. We will catch you guys on the Building on Base session on Tuesday at 7 p.m. CAT. And I think on Tuesday, we'll go through builder codes, how to add the builder codes into your app. Okay, I think that's the last part. And I think I will have some creatives by then. So, and there probably will be more features, like the preview might be updated, hopefully. So we'll be able to actually show you what the preview looks like on this app that we've been building or that I deployed today. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome day, and
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
catch you next week, Tuesday. And thanks, Lloyd. Cheers.
Cheers.